If you're looking for proof of your medical malpractice insurance, there are two key documents that you'll want to be familiar with in order to show that you're covered: your certificate of insurance and your policy declaration page. But what exactly are these documents? How do you read them? And why are they important? In today's episode, we're going to teach you all about these important forms so that you can easily understand your malpractice insurance policy details and supply your credentialing information to the necessary parties so that you can ensure smooth sailing in your medical practice. Stay tuned. Welcome to Malpractice Insights, the show dedicated to helping healthcare professionals understand medical malpractice insurance and providing you with the solutions you need so that you can get back to the work of practicing good medicine. My name is Jennifer Wiggins, CEO of Aegis Malpractice Solutions, and I'm so glad you've joined us today. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Thanks so much for being here. We release a new episode every week, both on YouTube and your favorite podcast streaming platform, so be sure to like and subscribe to stay connected. All right, let's jump in. A certificate of insurance and a policy declaration page are similar documents, and they serve the same general purpose: to sum up your malpractice coverage. Each of these forms provide basic information on your malpractice policy, such as the named insured, the insurance carrier that's covering you, the type, dates, and amount of coverage. Let's start by taking a look at the certificate of insurance. A certificate of insurance, or a COI, is a one-page document that is provided after your malpractice insurance application has been approved by a carrier, showing your proof of insurance. It is generally issued by your malpractice insurance agent, and it can be used for credentialing or other coverage verification needs. Most insurance agents use a standard template for COIs, such as an accord form. On it, they'll include all of the details of your new policy. Let's take a look at a sample certificate together. For those of you that are listening to this episode on podcast, we'll link this document for you in the show notes, so feel free to click on that to follow along. All right, to start things off, in the top right-hand corner, we can see the date that the certificate was created. Moving down the document, we can see the name and contact information for the agent or broker who wrote the policy for you, the named insured, and their address, and the name of the insurance carrier. In the next section, we can see the type of insurance that you have in place with this carrier. In this example, we just have professional liability, which is another way to say malpractice insurance. So those fields are filled in with the type of policy you have in place, the policy number, the policy effective date and expiration date, and the retroactive date, if it's a claims-made policy. If it's an occurrence policy, that retroactive date section will just be left blank. We can also see the policy limits in this section, and if there was a deductible on your policy, we would see it here as well. In the bottom part of the COI, there is an open text field that says Description of Operations. Often this is used to further describe the coverage or to list any additional practice locations or additional insureds under the policy. For example, if you were licensed in another state and this policy covered you there as well, then the agent would likely list that in this box. Finally, we see a certificate holder section, which names the requester of the COI, and we have an authorized representative's signature. Agent-issued COIs are commonly used for proof of insurance right after you've accepted a quote for coverage. But once you receive your formal policy from the insurance carrier, you'll often get a carrier-issued certificate of insurance inside your policy packet as well. These certificates show the same details. The agent-issued form just allows you to have something in hand prior to that full policy being received. All right, so now let's move on to the other key document, which is your policy declaration page. Like the certificate of insurance, a declaration page, also called a dec page, provides information such as the named insured, coverage details like your effective and expiration dates, limits, deductible, retroactive date, etc. It's usually the first few pages of your full insurance policy. Despite the name, the dec page may actually be longer than just one single page. Depending on the details of your insurance, it may actually be 2 to 3 pages or more. The dec page includes more detailed information than the certificate of insurance does. It will show your specialty, classification, and premium detail, along with the endorsements, policy exclusions, and other details that further refine your coverage. Let's take a look at a sample declaration page. Again, for those of you listening, we've linked this sample dec page for you in the show notes in case you want to follow along. Similar to the COI, we can see the name of the insured party along with their address, the agent or producer, and the carrier who is issuing the coverage. We can also see the policy number, the dates of coverage, the type of insurance, and the limits of liability. You can also see the doctor's specialty, the rating, premium details, and the total cost for the policy term. Again, these are items that you won't see on your COI. You'll only get them here on your declaration page. We can also see a list of policy endorsements. The dec page is meant to give you the high notes of your coverage, but keep in mind that the full policy will provide more detail on the terms and conditions of the coverage, the definitions, any endorsements or coverage limitations, and other important information that you'll need to understand your full insurance policy. Okay, so now that we have a better understanding of the COI and the dec page, let's talk about why you need them and how they can help you. First and foremost, the COI and dec page will be the easiest way for you to provide proof of insurance to a third party when requested. Most doctors prefer to share a COI since it doesn't disclose their premium details, but either the COI or the dec page will satisfy a credentialing organization. Second, your COI or dec page will make it easier for you to shop for insurance. Having these documents on hand will make it easier for you to compare coverage options. When you're looking at quotes from competing companies, you'll want to match up the policy types, dates, limits, and other key factors to ensure that it's an apples-to-apples comparison. And finally, your COI or dec page may be requested when you apply for new malpractice insurance in the future. Often underwriters will want to see your current coverage details to make sure they're matching up dates and other important coverage information. So be sure to keep current documents on hand so that you can provide them when needed. All right, this was a short episode today, but I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions on this topic or you want to make sure that you're covered appropriately, click the link in the description box below where you can connect with us via phone, email, or chat today. And if you're listening, please visit us online at aegismalpractice.com. That's AEGIS, malpractice.com. We have some great episodes lined up for you in the next few weeks. Make sure that you're subscribed to our show so that you don't miss an episode. And if you found this information useful today, could you do me a favor and give us a like and leave a review? Your feedback and support helps us to reach more people, and we're really grateful for your clicks and your kind words. That's it for this episode of Malpractice Insights, where we're dedicated to helping you understand medical malpractice insurance and providing you with the solutions you need so that you can get back to the work of practicing good medicine. This is Jennifer Wiggins. Thanks for joining us.